really give a damn about any of that. I think you've been lying to us, mister.
Come on, Bill. You don't have to talk to him in that tone of voice.
Maybe you could try to get a grip on yourself, Mr. Maxwell.
Oh, is that right? Well, I'll tell you. You may have been J.J. Beck to the rest of the world, but you were as crooked as a dog's hind leg, and I think you still are.
Who are you, really, Mr. Beck? How did you know about that spaceship? How did Mr. Dunn know about telekinesis? He told me how to do it.
Your instruction book.
What?
How do you know about the book?
Did you ever wonder how J.J. Beck made his fortune, huh? A high school dropout who bought a wheat field in Kansas. I just loved flying aviation. Yeah. I had this dream we could bring civilization into a new era, but I was wrong. The speed comes hazard. Our country, our world is careening down a pipe out of control. We're heading for oblivion.
Yeah, well, we can get all that on Sermonette.
You had a suit. Like mine, didn't you? What? Didn't you? That spaceship approached you out in the desert and gave you a suit. And Marshall Dunn was your partner, much the same as Bill is mine.
I used the power badly. I became greedy. Oh, I convinced myself it was for the good of man, but really it was just for the good of J.J. Beck. Marshall, he left me in disgust 20 years ago. By then, you know, I became bitter, aggressive, bent on destroying anyone that stood in my way.
You know, I've been thinking a lot about that, Mr. Beck. You know, hundreds of years ago, Lord Acton said something. He said power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
I tried to fight it, I tried. God, I tried, but I wanted so much.
And all this stuff about the will, giving it to charity, is that the payback?
Let me paint you a picture, Ralph. Mr. Beck here is online. The final countdown. A few more months, and he's gonna be wandering around up there, looking for a harp and a fluffy white cloud. He's trying to find himself a good seat on the ark.
You have a unique talent for bluntness, Mr. Maxwell.
Well, sir, that used to be your trademark.
I bought out Harlan Air Corporation in 1935. Sidney Harlan designed the radial engine airplane. Oh, I did everything to destroy him and his subsidiaries. Then I put on my suit. Suit much like yours, but different in many ways. I became invisible and I went to his house. I just wanted to see how badly I had him cornered. I snuck up the stairs. I stood there in his room. And I watched. Everything he loved I'd taken away from him. His wife was leaving. I stood behind him, invisible, and watched through the window as she drove away. Oh, I felt bad when I left, sure. But I won. I won my airplane. I was outside the house when I heard the shot.
Wasn't worth it, was it, Mr. Beck? All the money and all the power, and you're still unhappy.
Well, sometimes you have to look back, you know, to understand where you were and what you did. Look at me, Ralph. It's your chance to look forward. Remember what you see.
We'll help you, Mr. Beck. We'll help.
Lord Acton sure knew what he was saying. I wonder if he had a suit too. I wonder how long you two can hold out. I wonder. I just wonder.
Sir, this is probably a coup, but there's a guy on the private line who says he's J.J. Beck.
You know his voice, is it him?
Well, sir, that's a point. I think so. Much weaker, but, yeah, I think it's him. He wants to talk to you.
Who is this, please?
J.J. Back from the grave.
Rich Little does impressions. I like a joke. Take it to the main room.
Will, you went to a lot of trouble to get that will from Dr. Springfield, didn't you? See, I'm going to court tomorrow and write a new one, and this one's going on public record.
I still don't believe I'm talking to Jim Beck.
Los Angeles, 1968. You cleaned out Robert Price for me. 16 cents on the dollar. We put that one over on the government pretty good, didn't we? You and me and Marshall were the only ones that knew. You want more now?
Welcome back, J.J. Unfortunately, I've got control.
Well, I can fix that.
I've also got Marshall Dunn. He could fall down in traffic. I also know how much you hate the bright lights, J.J.
Sounds to me like we have to make use of a nice negotiation.
Yeah. Trouble is, how do we survive this thing?
Remember Phyllis Sanderson's property east of here? It's got a nice landing strip and surveillance from a distance, remember? You want to say in an hour or so and bring Marshall. Be sure he's pretty healthy, will you? Of course, neither of us is going to be alone. I got to take care of this. Here, I'm giving you this envelope, Mr. Hinckley. In case it doesn't work out, you see that it's executed. You're the only one I'm sure is going to walk away.
We'll take the chopper on the roof. Bring a guy with a rifle and a night scope.
About me. I gotta respect the tough guy. He handled that negotiation like a pro.
And I was wrong about you, Maxwell. I think you're a real pro.
Thank you, sir.
Now, this is strange for me. Marshall and I, we had such plans. We were going to do so much. We just went astray.
Yeah. Boy, you know, Ralph, it was starting to happen to us. It really was. I could feel it. Money and the power and our own private crime center with pool.
Mr. Beck, see, Bill and I don't have the instruction book.
You?
We lost it. We were hoping that you could help explain how the suit worked.
Not having that instruction book might be your salvation, Ralph. It minimize your power. Keep you on the defensive.
Huh. You know, I never thought about it like that. You know, maybe he's right, Bill.
Are you kidding? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard of in my life. Look, Mr. Beck, Ralph and I are floating around and it's fruit salad. We're lost. We can't do anything right. And don't give me that Lord Asher's theory either.
Acton.
Some 16th century bozo with puffed out pants is not the answer here. Sir, we need that book.
Oh, it doesn't matter. They took my suit away 20 years ago along with the book. Done enough damage on my own. Don't worry, Ralph. You'll work out your problems with the suit. Only I hope and I pray you do better than I.
Okay. There they are.